Hello, welcome. We're so excited, you guys, because it's fall. Who loves fall? We love our fall. So I hope y'all love our fall decor tonight. And also, we're so excited because it's our new fall line, and you guys are going to get to see it first. So I'm Amy Olga, National Sales Director with Mary Kay. And who are my girlfriends with me tonight?
I'm Julie Hopkins, Senior Sales Director from the Woodlands, Texas. Hey, Amy. Hey, Alicia.
Hey, I am Alicia in the gorgeous Panhandle in Florida. It was gorgeous today. And Alicia Cabrera. I always say my first name. I just assume we're already besties. It's like a bestie vibe. It's Alicia. Yeah, so Alicia Cabrera, I am the independent sales director.
Yay, awesome. Well, we are all leaders with Mary Kay, and we want to come on and share with our customers and our consultants the new product. One of the perks about being the top 1% of Mary Kay and being a leader is that the company sends us this beautiful box with all the new products, and we get to see it first. And it's not even officially out yet, and you guys get to see it. So be looking out for this beautiful catalog that's going to be coming in the mail, and you're going to be hearing about all the products that are in it tonight. And I just want to thank you all for being such loyal customers. We were just announced the #1 brand, the third year in a row in all the world of Mary Kay of skincare and color cosmetics. So we could not have that without our amazing customers. So I know y'all love it, and you're going to love all these products. It's so great. And so tonight, when you're listening, I want you to make a list of all the things that you love, that you know you want. But also, we know as women, what happens in the fall. We start thinking about the gifts. And I really admire women that get super far ahead. I know Julie is. My mom was like that. Like months before Christmas, she would have stuff. And I gotta admit, I'm like a last time girl. What, Julie, Alicia, what are you guys? Are y'all prepared? What, I know Julie, you are. You're like my mom, right? You shop way ahead of time.
For the most part, it's either at the very early, or super late.
Okay. Alicia, how are you?
So if I see something that I love for somebody, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll grab it. But I am one of those people, kind of hustle and bustle. Still, kind of the earlier I start, the longer I'm shopping. Because then I'm like, okay, one more thing, a couple more things.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I got this one, 5 things. I got to get this one, 5. So I'm more of kind of closer to.
Have you guys ever forgotten that you bought something and then you find it later, or you can't find it, you don't remember where you hid it? That's my problem. That's why I'm like, I can't get stuff too early, because then I forget that I got it. And I'm like, shoot. I mean, I had done that way too many times. So.
Or you forget what's in it. You wrap it and then you forget what's in it because you got it so long ago.
Well, I have never done that, Julie, because I am the one that's wrapping the night before till 1 a.m.
That sounds like my dad.
And I know. And every year I'm like, oh my gosh, because I loved growing up, and my mom would have all these presents under the tree. And I'm like, I'm depriving my children. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get better. Every year I say I'm going to get better. Y'all hold me to it this year. All right. I'm going to get better this year. All right, you guys. Well, your catalog's coming any day in the mail. All these products you're going to hear about tonight will be available September 15th. Some of your consultants that are VIP consultants and super sellers, they could get it a little bit earlier, a few days before that. But we just want to say thank you for being a customer. And every 3 months, we have new products that come out, if you didn't know that. So we do this every 3 months to kind of let you guys know that. So what we would love for y'all to do is to put your name in the comments. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hop on and tell us who invited you tonight. And I'm just going to pull this up so I can make sure we can see you guys. So go ahead and tell us your name, where you're from, and look at us. We're looking so cute. All right. We already got some comments, you guys. Okay. Yay. All right, y'all. So put your name, tag your guest consultant so that they can get on. If you haven't already, tag them. We want them to be on and hear all the fun stuff tonight. So guests, we want you guys, whether you're watching now or you're watching the replay, make sure you're putting your name in and you're putting comments in, because we're going to do the giveaway. So we may do some tonight. Sometimes we announce them tonight. Sometimes we put them on our Facebook group. Sometimes we do a combination of both. So either way, you're going to want to make sure that you are participating. And guess what we're giving away? The new products, the new products.
Yay!
So I know y'all are pumped. All right, so put it in the chat so we can go ahead and get going. So what I'd love, you guys, before we start sharing the products, I would love for us to just introduce ourselves, let them know a little bit about us. So if y'all could maybe say where you're from, how long you've been in Mary Kay, what you did prior to Mary Kay, and what you love most about having a Mary Kay business. So Julie, start us off.
Okay, well, I'm Julie Hopkins, like I said, from the Woodlands, Texas, and I have been building a Mary Kay business for 23 years. I have 24-year-old twin girls. And so that means I started my business when I was a nursing mother of 9-month-old twin babies. And time has flown. We have 3 grown daughters now, married to my husband for 31 years. And so prior to Mary Kay, that's what I did. I nursed babies. But what I love most about my business, oh my goodness, so many things. But I have to say, obviously the flexibility is why I joined, because it's where I could be my own boss, which I love. And I also love the girlfriend time and the friendships and the fun. I like to have a lot of fun. I like to hang out with my besties. I love the company events, getting to be in person together. So just that sisterhood, that camaraderie, that fun and flexibility, being my own boss. Those are for sure my top 2.
Yeah. When you're talking about like the age of your daughters now, it's like, it's just so crazy because I can think like you having these babies and coming to the wedding and they were, just these little sweet girls, but they're still such sweet girls. So she's an amazing, amazing mom. All right, Alicia, also an amazing mom. Introduce yourself.
Hi. Well, I was born in Germany, but it's not exciting. It was because my mom and dad, high school sweethearts, and their dads were stationed there. So that's why I was born in Germany. Do not know very much German, but was blessed to go back with my husband because he was active duty Air Force and lived there 4.5 years. And I got to go back to the place that I was born. So that was pretty cool. That base was closed down. Not that I'm old, but there was no base there anymore. Okay. So for me, I have some kiddos, like Amy alluded to. Jeremiah is 22. He's a Marine. Jazzy is 17. She's going to be 18 next month, which kind of makes me sad, but kind of makes me excited because she's going to be joining. So I'm super excited about that, to get to do this with you. And then Jonathan just turned 15, and Jada turned 13 this month.
Woo!
It's an exciting
Teenager in the house.
Yes. Whoop, whoop. So that's exciting. I have been in Mary Kay for May was my anniversary. So 16 months. So yay. Super excited. What I love is being able to be empowered and empower other women. It's there's nothing like it, to be able to be in a room or wherever you're at, just to be able to genuinely just offer that word of encouragement, be able to live out your faith. That is something that is important to me. So I always tell people that I am blessed to be on the Pink Mission field. So that is one of the things that I love the most. And of course, the sisterhood. I feel like anybody that you ask, that is going to be part of their answer. The sisterhood, having women who genuinely want you to be successful, that wants you to live a life of fullness. And one of the things I love is how they want you to succeed so much that they share the golden nuggets. You know how some of you can be in a company and like people don't want to let you, they don't, you figure it out. I had to figure it out. You figure it out. It is not like that. It's like, no, girl, let me show you. You're doing it too hard. Work smarter, not harder. So that's one of the things I love about Mary Kay is that you're around other powerful people who want you to be successful, and they love sharing how to do that. So those are some of the things I love.
Okay, I agree. I think we'd all say the sisterhood for sure. And did you say that? Did you say how many kids you have?
4.
4 kids and teacher.
Yep. And I am 8th grade English teacher. I was saying ELA and people were thinking that I was a Spanish like first language teacher. I was like, oh no, let me fix that. So I'll just say English. Even though it's ELA, I'm just gonna say English because everybody knows what English is. So 8th grade English, and I love that. I love seeing those sweet. They're still sweet in 8th grade. They're still pliable. They still don't know everything. They're still, you'll still get a hug in the hallway and they're excited to see you. And so that is what I do. And I get to talk to them about skincare. And so
That's right. They're into that. They're into it early, right? Okay. Well, again, my name is Amy, and I have been building my business for 21 years now. Crazy. And prior, I was in corporate America and just did not, I knew that did not fit my life because I wanted to design my life. I wanted to be able to wake up and have quiet time and go to the gym and be on my own terms and vacation when I wanted to vacation. And like tomorrow, I'm going to take my son donuts for his class, and then I'm pulling it out early because his birthday's this weekend. So I love having choices, and I love being my own boss because I get to do fun stuff like that. And Fridays are for fun, right? Like, come on, I don't need to be working all day. So I always have a little extra fun on Fridays. And what I love most about the business, honestly, I would say is the personal development that I've had for myself, and then now getting to teach other women. As Alicia said earlier, it's like you just don't get that anywhere else. And I've always said this is a personal development course you get paid to do. You know, so many people pay so much money to get personal development. You come into Mary Kay and you get this incredible, like, for top-notch training from amazing top leaders. And I just love the fact that we're learning from women who want to help you, like somebody said, but they are just such, I never saw women like this until I got into Mary Kay, because I came from corporate. It was a little bit more, you know, well, not very, a little, it was very cutthroat, and women didn't really want to help you. These women were like, it was the first time I saw women that I said, I would want their life, you know, because they had this balance of family and faith and career and community. And they got to do all that. It wasn't just like work all the time or family all the time. It was a good mixture. So I love that. All right, y'all. Well, shall we dive in and let's start showing these amazing products? So I'm going to start. I was over here going, oh, what should I do? So, okay. So who likes a good color? Okay. One of the things I get to show you guys are 2 new palettes. And sometimes I find women will tell me it gets confusing to know which colors to go with what. So I'm wearing these. I put them on. I have I'm a warm. So some of you are probably, so Julie, you're probably cool. Alicia, you're probably warm. Okay. So depending on if you're a cool or a warm, they have one of each. And I think they are like a sunrise or a sunset. So they're just beautiful. But I love the fact that you can put that, you don't have to figure it out. The makeup artist figured it out. So this would be for all of our cool ladies. Okay. So you have more of like the Merlot and the purples and the darks. So, and all of them, if you can see, some of them we have some that have the frost on it. We have the matte and we have shimmer. So it's a little bit, which is good because you never want to wear all shimmer, by the way. And so to learn how to have a combination of those. So, and then this is what I'm wearing, which is our, for the warm colors. Okay. So beautiful. And if you guys can see my arm, okay, hold on. This is going to be hard. I did not think this through. I was going to do it. Okay. Can you guys see it? Let me see. That's the best way I could do it. I should have, because it's good to show this, but you cannot, it doesn't really give it justice, but the colors are so beautiful, you guys. It literally looks like a sunset on my arm. It is so really pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. They're so pretty. So these are amazing. And where is it? Yeah, it's y'all. It's only 40. I mean, that's amazing to get a whole palette for only 40. Okay. So really great. You guys will love those, love those. And then also we have our tinted lip balm, and the tinted lip balm comes in 2 colors. And which one did I pull out to put on for you guys? So I had on like lipstick earlier, but that's why I don't have on lipstick. So if you know anything about tinted lip balm, I love these because it literally doesn't feel like lipstick. So it just feels like you're putting on a lip balm. So it's nice and smooth and just gives you a little color. So you don't even have to have a mirror. You know, you just stick it in your purse and you can do that. So these are the 2 colors it comes in. Make sure I'm saying it right. Yes. So hold on. I thought I had can't even read. I think it's apricot. I don't want to go off of memory. I'll just make it up. Okay, Coral Blaze. Yeah, that's what I put on, not apricot. Coral Blaze, and then Radiant Pink, which is a darker one. So if you want one with a little bit more color, you would go with the Radiant Pink, which is going to have a little bit more. Okay, so a little bit more color. And then the one I put on, just so you can see, kind of compare, is going to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so fun. Oh, they feel so good. What do you guys think? Pretty? Okay, so put in the chat, which color did you like better? Are you Coral Blaze, or did you like the Radiant Pink? Which one? I'll put them side by side so you guys can see.
They're so pretty.
Okay, so which one? And then which color did you like? Okay, are you a sunset? It's not really what they're called. That's inner fire. Okay, that's it. That's the fire, and this is the outer glow. But, or you could put sunrise. So put it in the chat. Which ones did you like? And you should put it in the chat because you could win one of these too. All right, so Alicia is going to talk about our gel blush next. And I have to tell you guys, a couple months ago, my daughters came to me, who were little, preteen girls, and they're like, Mom, we need gel blush, right? They want to wear all Mary Kay, but if Mary Kay doesn't have something. So I was like, we're coming out with some. So my girls are pumped. So if you have daughters, these are great stocking stuffers. All of these that I just introduced to are great stocking stuffers, but I just have to tell you, the gel blush is very in for all ages, but the younger girls go crazy about this. All right, Alicia, take it away.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So it's funny because when I got my box, I was like, I was so excited to try. And then as soon as we could order, I had to get all of them for me. I said, I'm getting all of them for me. And my daughters love them as well. And what I love is you can do them by themselves or you can mix and match them together. And so I just want to show you guys kind of a couple dots on there. And then your brush, you're just gonna, I always put a little right here. Boop. But you just, and what I love is you kind of, the difference in the cream gel is when you have, more of a powdery one, it kind of may look a little more ashy, but I feel, the dewy look is in. So you kind of have that little dewy glow there.
That looks so pretty on you.
Thank you. This was which one was this? Was the Soft Bluff. And so I usually will start with a Soft Bluff. I like that one a lot, but I will add, depending on my outfit, I added pink stars today on top. And so I'm going to add a little of the pink stars on here. It was so funny because Jada, she's a little heavy-handed. I was like, girl, remember, Mary Kay products. A little goes a long way, girl. A little bit. And so just a little couple dots and then just added them, blended them together. Boop. And then I was like, look at that. And what I love is when I get ready in the morning at 5, I do not have to reapply for the whole day. And so you don't have to reapply. And you'll have that kind of just sun-kissed glow look. And so they come in 4 different colors. We have our Soft Bluff, which I started with. We have this one is the Pink Stars, which I added on top. And then we have, this one it's so funny. They're all my faves. I'm not going to pick one. Kids, you like something special about each of them. So they're all my faves. This one is Passion Fruit. Ooh, look at that. And then last but not least, I love the name of this one, Coral Kiss. Look at that. So these are just gorgeous colors. Again, I love that you can mix and match them. The beautiful thing is you don't have to pick one fave. You could say, you know what? I'm going to mix and match because I like all of them. So
they're all so pretty. It's like you can't go wrong. Yeah.
Any of them that I have put on, none of them I've been like, wipe it off. I've just been like, okay, add you right here. And so as you see, you just have that kind of dewy glow to your face. And so I love these. Definitely stocking stuffers. Definitely moms, if you have girls, do not, I repeat, do not just buy yourself some because your girls, they're going to get into them if you do that. So just go ahead and buy them some. Go ahead and buy them their own so they can have. And another thing I love, I give my Jada, her whole makeup bag is full of Mary Kay. Mm-hmm. So whenever she has something on, people are like, oh my gosh, what is that? And she gets to say, Mary Kay. And then they call her bougie. But anyways, because she's 12. I love these. These are awesome. Awesome.
Yay. All right.
You want me to go straight into the next one?
No, I think, Julie, you're up next.
Oh, yes. I am actually going to talk about the Confidently You perfume and the dry silkening oil. So I'm super excited about this. Put in the chat which one you like better. Okay. After I tell you about them. First of all, isn't the packaging just gorgeous? Look at that. So sophisticated, isn't it? It's a blend of rich florals and I don't want to leave anything out, so I'm going to read here. The top notes, okay, are mandarin, bergamot, and juicy pear. Ooh. And then the medium notes are jasmine and rose. Doesn't that sound amazing? And then the bottom notes are warm amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. So, of course, those of you who like the little spritz action want to go with the perfume, and it makes a gorgeous gift. It's $55, but here's the thing. If you get it as a bundle, the silkening dry oil is only $24. And so together they're only $79. That's incredible for luxury products like this, really. And like I said, the packaging is so pretty. Look at the box. Isn't that neat? Okay, the lightweight, quick absorbing, silkening dry oil. For those of you who, maybe you're allergic to perfume or whatever, there are some of you out there that are sensitive to sprays. The silkening dry oil is going to be your best friend because you can put it does it's just a lightweight sheen on your skin. You can put it on your legs, your arms, you can put it behind your ears, on your wrist, anywhere you want to smell great. And so, like I said, this beauty is only $24. What a great stocking stuffer too. If you're looking for something a little more luxurious to give someone, your aunt, your mom, your grandmother, your sister, your bestie. I think these are great choices.
Your child's teacher. Look.
Gifts.
Yes, teacher gifts.
And again, y'all, it leaves a silky sheen on your skin. So put in the chat which one you like better. Are you a Confidently You Eau de Parfum girl or the silkening dry oil? All right.
And I would say so many people are obsessed with that fragrance, right? So I know y'all can't smell it, but I am telling you,
yes,
it has been, So and fragrances are such a good gift, for the holidays.
Yes, and also the silkening dry oil is more of a subtle smell and not as strong. So again, some of you like the stronger scent that maybe lasts longer, but the dry oil has that subtle smell that can last a long time as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Okay. Alicia, are you up, I think, with our concealers and the under eye corrector? I'm also obsessed with it.
Yes. I forgot to mention the price for the gel creams, because I know you're like, I didn't hear the price. So just 20. 20.
Wow.
20 for that. And it's a nice size. Okay. So concealer and under eye corrector. Oh my goodness. So I'm like, which do I want to do? We're going to do concealer first. So what I love about it is the multi-benefit concealer. And so check this out. You know how a lot of times you're like, oh, it's hard for me to know what shade. Is there a shade for me? Look at all of those different shades that you're going to be able to do. And your consultant will be able to help you find the right shade. And so I'm super excited about this. And for my contouring people that, they're like, oh, do you have this? Do you have that? You're able to use this. The other thing that I really love about the multi-benefit concealer is how it is packaged. And so instead of having, like what we have kind of like the other kind where you got to stick it inside of there and then pull it out and then stick it inside, you don't have to do that. You just have to right here. And also, again, a little bit goes a long way, because Jada was looking like it was Halloween. I was like, my sister. And so I'm going to show you guys this little itty bitty, just couple right here. And then you definitely want to have your good brush. And then it's like, oh, girl, I thought your husband was away for work. How do you look so rested? Mary Kay. And so here we go. The thing on here that I love, I wanted to make sure that I tell you guys the under eye corrector. So I was like going back and forth. Under eye corrector is the one that I just put under my eye. So this one, there's only 2 shades for this one. So that kind of made it easy. It's going to be light peach or deep peach. And it's like, peach? How does that work? So I have the light peach. And what I love about this is literally you can put it on the bottom, you can put some on the top, and it literally your eyes are like brightens, and it's like I'm ready for my selfie. And with the concealer, it blends in really well, and it also does the same. You're going to have that multi benefit of correcting and being able to smooth out. It's amazing under your regular makeup, so you're not going to feel like super heavy. I love that it's not a cakey look. You just feel like it's kind of like a filter that when you move, it's still there. So
Yes,
I love
an
those.
in-person filter. I love that. I love
Yeah,
that
it's the
analogy.
immersion filter, yes. And what also is amazing is the price point, 18. I had to double check. I was like, please don't holler out a price, and it's not 18. One
That's
eight.
amazing. That is
And
that's
these
really good.
new concealers are amazing. If you have tried Mary Kay before and you've used the old formula, which is great, I mean, these are incredible. When you try, my girls were like, wow, these are something else. And I am loving the new concealer. A
Yes,
huge
Okay.
improvement. Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
And I would say I've had customers that love under eye corrector, like that don't use makeup. So if you're not a makeup person, I'm telling you, I've had several people over the years, even my oldest daughter who didn't want to wear any makeup, she like pretty early on, I would say, started wearing the under eye corrector. So it really is one of those products that even if you're not a makeup person, you would like that a lot. All
Mhm.
right. Well, we have two more products. So go ahead and put in the chat. What have you loved most so far? Has it been the eye palettes, the lip balm, the gel blush, the oil, the fragrance, the concealer, the under eye corrector? We have two more. All right. This is a big one. All right. Everybody put gold standard in the chat because we are about to talk about some gold standard. Okay. And that is our brand new retinol. Okay. So if you've been with Mary Kay for a while, you may have known that we've had retinol. So what is the big deal about retinol? All the things that we do in skincare is really to prevent aging, right? If you're using the anti-aging line. And not only does retinol prevent aging and helps the maintenance part, but it actually is the only thing that's going to reverse. Everybody say reverse. Come on, it's exciting. It's going to
Yes.
reverse. You ever want to be able to rewind? That's what it does. It's like when people are younger or older, they're like, oh, I wish I would have taken care of my skin better, put on sunscreen earlier, all that. Well, this is the one thing that can kind of help with that. Okay. So it takes it one step further than just like maintaining and preventing. So now they reformulated it so that you could actually use it every day. So people know retinol is very strong and it wasn't really something they'd recommend to use every day. And now you can. So we can even get those results and which means we're going to see better results. So this is pure daily retinol. So it is pure retinol that you can use daily. So I just want to share the results with this. After 1 week, the look of deep lines improved and people saw improvement in firmness and a radiant skin tone just after 1 week. And then after 12 weeks, when you can see the full results, listen to this. I mean, these results are so impressive. 100% of women's skin texture was smoother. So how many of you want a better texture in your skin? 100% saw improvement in that area. Also, how many of you want less visible blotchiness, right? You want a more even skin tone. Well, 100% of women experience that also. I mean, these results are like impressive, right? 90% of women, the fine lines and wrinkles were less visible. 86% of women showed a visible reduction in deep lines. Firmness increased by 27%. Firmness. Hello, ladies over 36. Okay. And then even tone improved by 37%. I mean, that is incredible, insane results. So if you want better texture, a better skin, improvement in skin tone, less fine lines and wrinkles, firmness, even to all of that. Okay. This is your friend. And I wish I could show you all this before and after picture. When you get the book, you're going to see this before and after picture, which is incredible. All right. And it is 70, which if you know for retinol, that is a phenomenal price. So this is something every woman should do. It's going to up your skincare game. All right, Julie, tell us about our last thing tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited. We've saved the best for last, ladies. It's our Mint Bliss Energizing Lotion for feet and legs. Now, let me just tell you something. If you need a gift for $12, if you need a gift for someone who works really hard, maybe someone like a teacher who's on her feet all day, right, Alicia? Or someone who works in retail, a nurse, hello, someone like that who really works hard and needs to kick her feet up at the end of the day. Look no further than this, because I'm telling you, this is one of my favorites at Christmas time. First of all, it's green, right? So your consultant's going to wrap it up in green and red, and it's going to be so Christmassy looking, which I'll show you in just a second, something special. But it has peppermint oil in it. So when you put this on your feet and your legs, this is not like a regular Mary Kay lotion. Those are wonderful. Those moisturize and all that. But this one has the little peppermint. It gives you the peppermint tingles, like a little tingly, refreshing feel. Kind of like our Indulge Soothing Eye Gel does for your eyes. This does for your legs and your feet. You can put it over sheer hosiery. It's great to massage in your feet if your hubby wants to give you a foot massage. It's just wonderful. And guess what? It gets even better. So at Christmas time, this fall, until supplies run out, ask your consultant about the free, yes, I said free, fuzzy socks. How cute are these? Adorable. They're pink and red. They look kind of white, but they're actually light pink. Okay. With the little red ribbon, little pink stripes and red stripes. So cute. And they come with the energizing foot and leg lotion. Isn't that adorable? Y'all like that?
Love
okay. It. I also wanted to show you what it looks like in a travel roll-up bag. So your consultant can fix a customized gift set for anyone that you need to give a gift to at any price point. And as you can see in here, I have the Mint Bliss right there. And I have the fuzzy socks. I have some other fun things in here too, like satin hands. You can ask her about that. But I just wanted to show you what a great gift it makes, either alone or in a gift set. Okay, so it makes a great gift for anybody on your list. Also, like Alicia was saying, teachers. If you need teacher gifts, say no more. We've got you covered. So that's our Mint Bliss. Yay. All right. So we're going to close out here and tell you that for every $100 that you spend, I know I've already seen like a bunch of stuff that I would want to get, even though I already have it all. But I love the eye colors, Amy, that cool collection. That you're right. I love the cool colors. But for every $100 you spend, you get $20 in free Mary Kay products. Okay. So put in the chat and tag your consultant if that is something you want to take advantage of. If you get your skincare set, then you can pick your new favorite product. So those are specials that we are doing just for you all. Thank you so much for taking time to watch. And we love coming to you quarterly. We love to do this every quarter because we have a new product launch every quarter. And this is going to be something special for you. So put your name in the chat, put the word special, okay, and tag your consultant. And your name will actually go in 3 times for our drawings. You definitely want to win our drawings. Just saying, they're pretty fabulous. No joke. So put your name in 3 times with the word special if you want to take advantage of this special tonight. Okay.
All right. That's a really great special. I'm excited because they probably need some of their skincare, and then they can take advantage to pick whatever their new thing is. Because we had so many things that were 20 and under, right? The gel blushes, the palettes, the lip balm, the fuzzy sock, all of that. So yeah. Yes, it's basically a gift with purchase, ladies. So take advantage.
Okay, so I think we're gonna.
Alicia, we have one more special.
We have probably my fave special, the booking special. So, guys, this is Mary Kay's 62nd anniversary on September 13th. So we have a huge goal of seeing 62 faces. And how are we going to be able to meet that goal? By you booking with your consultant. So when you have 5 or more friends at a pamper session, you are going to earn $100 in free products. 100 in free products, Mary Kay products. And there's more. If you go ahead and book within 24 hours, you're going to be able to select any of the amazing products that you've seen tonight. Yes, I said any of the products. So go ahead in the chat. If you say, you know what, I'm not waiting 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in now. Then your name is going to get entered in for tonight's giveaway 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you put in the chat tonight that your consultant will go ahead and book you, and then you're going to get your name in there 5 times. If your name is in there 5 times, do you think you have a pretty good chance of your name being one of the names that is picked tonight? Oh, yeah. So that is our booking challenge. Also,
and Alicia, can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
About the bookings, y'all, that can be in person or virtual. Your consultant can mail samples. We have samples of all of our fabulous skincare and supplements, and we can mail you a pink pampering pack in the mail, and you can do it like that. Or if you're the person who likes to party in person, that's me, then you can gather all your girlfriends, have some snacks, and your consultant is going to pamper y'all so well. So I just wanted to remind you, it can be either way, whatever.
And it can be hybrid.
Yeah.
You can have some people, you can have your mom, your sister, your best friend is somewhere else, but you have a lot of friends that are here, and you say, you know what? It can be hybrid. We will bring you in. It could be on FaceTime. It could be a video chat. It could be Zoom. We will make it work. So it can be a hybrid party, which is amazing that we could do that.
I'm seeing lots of hearts, lots of thumbs up. They're excited. They're excited about these giveaways. Okay. All right. Thank you, Alicia. Well, we have one more way you can get giveaways, and then we're going to say goodnight. So I get to share with you guys just a little bit more about how many of y'all know that we are pretty excited about what we do, pretty passionate. I mean, is that... Can y'all tell that? So I want to just tell you a little bit more and invite you guys to possibly be a part of this, because especially right now, I think it's the best time to kind of put your foot in Mary Kay and try it out because of the holiday time. You're going to buy all these gifts for people. Why not buy it at wholesale and save some money and make some money, right? Who doesn't need extra money during this time? Because we all spend more. Just because we have to buy gifts doesn't mean we get an increase in our paycheck, right? So having the extra money. So who could get excited to make an extra $1,000 for holidays? Or who could be excited to not have to put anything on a credit card because you get to have that extra money? And it's so easy. I mean, most parties I go to, I sell over $1,000, which means that's $500 profit. Are you kidding me? To go have fun girlfriend time and play with cosmetics. Seriously, you guys, this is fun. This isn't like more work. So I just want to say the reason, I shared earlier, I love so much that I get to be and have an executive income and work from home. And where else can you do that? A lot of people that I know that make a ton of money, they miss out on a lot of stuff. Or people that are home all the time, they feel like they don't have the choices to do some of the things they want to do because they need the money. So I'm always so grateful that I feel like I had the best of both worlds, that I get to have a great income while working from home and not missing any of the important things for my kids. And overall, having choices to be where and when I want to be. And I love that my kids get to see that balance for me. They get to see me work hard for goals and to be able to accomplish things and work harder if I have a big goal, but also be there for them when it really does matter. So the greatest gift, I think, of doing this is really the process of who you become in the process of doing this. Just because you say, I'm going to do Mary Kay, you don't change overnight. But when you wake up a year from now, after being in this culture and around these women, you will be a better version of yourself. So I know at this time we start thinking about that and the changes that we want to make for the new year. So I would just challenge you, if you want to be a better version of yourself 1 year from now, that's your yes. That's that, how do you make a decision to give this a try? Do you want to be a better version of you? Yes. And you could say, Amy, well, how can I do that selling cosmetics? Because remember, 90% of what we teach you about is about life skills. So if you'd want to be more confident, if you would want to be able to sharpen your skills of people and get better in relationships, I mean, all those things that you're going to learn that we teach you, it overflows into your family, your relationships, and your other businesses that you're doing, your other careers. So it's just a positive place to be around. It gives you a more positive mindset. And ultimately, you get to be the example for the people you love the most. When your kids or your husband or your coworkers or your community sees you doing something, it gives other people hope to shine and truly want to shine their light and maybe step out and do something to stretch themselves as well. So I want to just share with y'all, there's really 3 types of consultants. I know there's 3 of us. We all are in all world, okay? We wanted it. Getting a little background was. Let me just do it. So we are the it all girls, right? As leaders. And so what that means is that, and you may be like us, so let's see if you'd be an it all girl like Julie, Alicia, and I, but that means like we loved the income. We loved the influence. We loved, okay, Julie, I'm going to try to keep you on mute. I don't know. We're getting a little background noise for something. Okay. All right. So we love the money, the influence, leading other women, value being our own boss, calling the shots as women entrepreneurs, right? So we're an it all girl. The second type of woman that does Mary Kay is she thinks, well, that all sounds great. Who wouldn't want some trips and some cars and some money and hang out with you awesome ladies and be my own boss? But Amy, I just don't think I have the capacity to add one more thing to my life. And, I understand as women, we are busy, and we don't just, wake up and you got the gym, you got the kids, you got the work, you got the sports, you got the activities. But you would be amazed at how this can fit in to your already busy life. In fact, I think busy women do really well because, you're at the ball field, you got, an audience there. You're, at work, you have coworkers there. And so if you think about it, every woman with skin is a customer. So you probably already have friends and family that are washing their face. They now just get their products through you. And hello, you're a blessing to them because now you're giving them the number one brand. And actually, it's probably the best quality for the best price. So you're giving them something they already do. So if you're like, oh, I'm not a salesperson, great. People that are really salesy actually don't do really well. So it's just they're already using skincare. You're not trying to convince them to do something new that they're not already doing. You're just introducing them. You're giving them a service. And as Julie said, you can send them a pampering pack to do it if they are too busy to get together, or some women love getting together and people haven't taken the time. So that would be a side gig. People that say, Amy, I would love to make an extra $1,000 like you were talking about. I mean, it's crazy that you could work 2 or 3 times in a month and have an extra $1,000. Seriously. So I know Alicia, I mean, she almost sold $5,000. And again, this is her on the side of doing another full-time job. So how awesome is that? Okay. So, and I just have to say this, I know all three of us, we probably alone use $600 worth of product. And we probably wouldn't use all that if we didn't get to buy it at 50% off, okay? Because I know all of us. But so I love the fact that, as a side gig, you could be, pretty smart with that also and go, not only am I going to make some extra cash, I'm going to save some money. So, but the third person is if you're like, oh, what you just said, Amy, got my attention. I would definitely use all of Mary Kay. I would probably use everything in there, but I'm on a budget. So you could be a smart shopper. That's the third type of consultant. This is the person that values skincare, that would want to use the mask and the retinol and all these new products and the sun care and the body wash. And it's kind of like having a Sam's card or a Costco card. Instead of, going to Publix every week, then you just save money. You kind of buy it in bulk. So that is a smart shopper, someone who would want to get a lot of products and sees the value. Oh, I could get $600 worth for only $300 worth, right? Okay. It's like a no-brainer. So I want you to put in the comments, which type of consultant would you be if you were in Mary Kay? Are you an it-all girl? You love all the things? Would you be a side gig, chick, and like a savvy side gig? This would be something to make extra money and you want to be smart about that. Or are you a smart shopper? Someone who says, okay, I just want some extra money. So last week you can earn the drawings. I'm going to have you put a letter, an A, B, or a C. And again, for any decision makers, I'm going to give you one of these new lip balms. All right. Because you need one in your life. Every woman uses this. Okay. Remember, we have the 2 colors. So that'll be a gift from me for anybody who makes a decision within 24 hours. Okay. So you have till Friday, Fun Friday, remember? So if that's you, you're going to be an A. Not only will you get the free lip balm from me, you're going to go to the drawing 3 times. So if you book and that's 8 plus whatever you did today. A B stands for buy me a cup of coffee. Maybe you're, you're like, I'm curious. We piqued your interest. You can do a little Zoom or a phone call or a coffee chat with your consultant, and you'll go into the drawing for 1 time if you set that up by tomorrow. And C is your customer. You don't need extra money. You don't need girlfriends. You're good to go. But you love our products and you want to be a loyal customer. So put A, B, or C. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being on. And I think, Julie, are we going to do the giveaways on the Facebook?
So what we're going to do, ladies, is we are going to give you 24 hours to comment below. You've heard all of the different ways that you can actually earn some of our fabulous giveaways. You can put your name in and tag your consultant for the specials, for the girlfriend get-togethers, for the opportunity. And man, I want to sign all over again, Amy, with that bonus. That's great. That's so nice. So you don't want anyone to miss out. So call, text all your girlfriends and tell them about this video, and they have 24 hours. So 7:00 tomorrow night, it will expire, and your consultant will let you know if you win. And we are just going to say thank you so much again for being with us. We're going to close out with some inspiration from Alicia.
And Julie, are you gonna put their names on there, or just the consultant's gonna let them know?
The consultant's gonna let them know.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. Okay, guys. So, oh, was it an echo? I was like, wait a minute. I thought Julie was saying something. Okay, no, it was echo. Okay, so we're gonna close out with some inspiration. I was waiting for my sweet baby Jada to get done with cheer practice, and so I was in my classroom and wasn't grading and just kind of hanging out. And then an IT guy didn't know I was still in there. And so he came in and then he looked at me like, oh, and he was like, oh, I'm just going around checking the printers to see if they're on the network, and I was like, oh, he was like, is your printer on the network? I was like, no, it's not on the network. And then it's kind of started back doing what I was doing. And he was like, well, do you want it to be on the network? And I was like, I thought for a second, I was like, do I want it to be on the network? And he kind of looked at me like, yes, you want it to be on the network. It'll be so much easier. Then you don't have to connect your laptop to this. You don't have to do all that. It's so much easier. And so I was like, I want to be connected to the network. Yes, hook me up. And so literally 3 minutes later, I was connected to the network. And as I was driving later, because I'm driving a lot, I feel like I'm always in the vehicle. And that's most of the time when God speaks to me, is during my driving, because it's a lot of driving. And so Holy Spirit was like, that question is interesting. And I got to thinking about scripture when Jesus asked the man, did he want to be made whole? And everybody around was probably like, why is he asking him that? Of course, he's had this 38 years. Like, he's been laying here, like, of course he wants to be made whole. But I was thinking, I had read that verse so many times, and I kind of was like, that's an interesting question to ask somebody who's been struggling with something for almost 40 years. And then it made me think about, why did I hesitate, and why did I have to think when he asked me if I want to be connected to the network? And so I was like, ooh, you're right. And so I just want to encourage you, if you have been considering something new, if you have been feeling like you needed some more of something in your life, you don't quite know what it is, but you know that there's just something more. You need to be connected to something. I just want to encourage you, because the source is God. He is the source. But the amazing thing is, this is a company where it's faith first, family next, and then career. So when you put God first and he's your business partner, you're connected to the source. And that means when you're connected to the network, there's peace, there's hope, there's joy, there's love, and you're able to feel that in abundance in all areas of your life. And so go back, read all of John 5. Specifically in John 5-6 is where you're going to see that question be asked. And so a lot of times when we get asked those questions, God already knows the answer. He's wanting us to see that the very things that we're asking for, he presents us with opportunities. And so this is an amazing opportunity. And I tell you what, Amy always tells us, she says, I wish that everybody could just do Mary Kay for 1 year. For 1 year, see if it's for personal growth, if it's for sisterhood, if it's for flexibility so that you can stay home and be with your kiddos while they're little. If it's all the kiddos are gone out the house and you need something to do because your husband's like, hey, girl, whatever season of life you're in, there is room at the table for you. And so I hope this encourages you guys. And if you feel that tug, no condemnation, that conviction, then reach out to your consultant. They would love to have a conversation with you. They may want to have coffee. I want to have hot chocolate. So the girls that are on here, I'll get you your coffee, but I'm gonna get me a hot chocolate. But we would love to have a deeper conversation with you about it. So hope that encourages you guys.
Thank you guys. Thanks for being on. Good night, everybody.
Everybody.